In this session, let's design the one program on the runtime polymorphism. So for that, I'm creating the one C# file under the polymorphism folder here. Let's say that C# file name is runtime polymorphism, kind of that. Okay, let me remove the existing code first of all. So here I'm taking the namespace, that is first of all employee salary system related namespace. Okay, I'm saying that employee salary system runtime polymorphism. So now I'm taking the one abstract class here. Let's say abstract class employee. Okay, so now I'm taking the one more class. Let's say permanent employee, kind of that. I'm taking the one more class. Let's say contract employee. So let me take the one more class, that is the freelancer, and I'm taking the one more class, let's say program. So in the program, I'm designing the main thread. Now in the abstract class, let me design some few of the members in the abstract class. So I'm saying that name, hours worked, hourly rate, kind of that. Three members, I can say some properties. In the abstract class, we can design the properties as well. So already we know that. Here, and one more method I would like to prepare in the abstract class, that is the abstract method I would like to prepare here. That is the calculate salary. Okay, so calculation related method I'm designing. Okay, and see, whenever we are discussing the runtime polymorphism, so always keep in mind we have covered one point, that is runtime polymorphism is achieved using the method overriding concept. Okay, so now let me implement this method. Okay, so for calculate the salary. Okay, so now employee here. Okay, so whenever I'm saying the employee, I need to override the calculate salary in the derived class. So for that, public override, okay, double and calculate salary. So in this way, we have to override. As of now, let me comment at this statement. This is the way you have to design. Okay, so and I wanted to prepare the one more method, normal method in the abstract class here. Let's say kind of display details, which is followed by the different statements. Let's say name, hourly worked, hourly rate, kind of that. Okay, like this. Okay, let's take the display details, which is the non abstract method under the abstract class. Here I'm preparing the simply three statements, that is the name, employee name, you can say, hours work, and hourly rate. Okay, so keep in mind when I'm going to design the console, we have to make sure that using system, and we can remove this unwanted namespaces. Now coming to the override method under the base derived class, here I'm designing the some few of the statements under here. So now let's say double I'm taking the some base class, sorry, base salary is equal to hours work multiply with the hourly rate. Okay, and double I'm taking the, see here, hours worked, hourly rate. Okay, which is coming from the base class. Okay, keep in mind, because keep in mind that employee is referred to the derived class, so that I can access the hourly rate, hourly work, kind of that. Okay, hourly work or hourly rate, whatever I can access into the derived class. Okay, here bonus, let me calculate with the base class, sorry, base salary into some 0.10 something, and I'm returning the base salary plus bonus. So this is related to the salary of the permanent employee. The same way, come to the contract employee. So permanent employee, we are going to give the bonus, right? Okay, the same way, let's implement under the contract employees also. So first of all, let me contract employee, which should be referred by the employee, so that I can override the calculate salary into the contract employee. Now, anyway, again, take the calculate salary over here. Coming to the contract employee, so let's decide the calculate salary based on the some few statements. For example, first of all, let me take the base salary here. Okay, whatever the base salary I'm taking, so just take the base salary here, contract employee as well. Next, I'm taking the some kind of deductions here. Deduction, I'm doing the base salary, uh, into anyway 0.10. Assume that 10% deduction, kind of that. And now final, I'm going to do the return, base salary minus uh, deduction, kind of that. So this is the salary of the contract employee. Now coming to the freelancer, same process we have to do. Okay, so as of now, let me do the some kind of logic under the freelancer. Let's say employee, again here, and let me copy this code and paste here. Okay, so now I'm returning some rough amount for this guy. Let's say some double line 0.99 something. Okay, I'm not writing the too much logic about the freelancer, just I'm doing the some kind of rough amount. Okay, so now these are the three classes I have implemented based on the calculate salary, right? So now the way how you are going to execute the program. Okay, so before again you are going to execute the program, all these three classes, permanent employee, contract employee, and freelancer, all these three classes are referred by the employee as the base class. Okay, we have to keep in mind that point. So now runtime polymorphism, what is that? The behavior of the methods will be decided at runtime. Okay, so not in the compile time. That is the point we have to keep in mind. So first of all, when I'm going to say that employee, okay, let's say permanent employee. Okay, so now here when I'm going to say that employee one dot, you see this whatever I'm using the name. Okay, when I'm going to say the name, you see that it is referred by the employee dot name. Okay, so now employee dot name, not the employee permanent employee dot name. It is a employee dot name. Employees here is the abstract class. Okay, so let me give the some name here. Name is equal uh, alias, and I'm giving the hours work. Sorry, employee one, uh, hours work or hourly rate. Hours work, I'm telling the 160, and hourly rate I'm giving the 50. Okay, so now I want to do the employee one dot display details first of all. So employee one dot display details. So keep in mind this is not abstract method. Keep in mind, this is not abstract method. This is the normal method. When I'm going to see the display details, this is the normal method. Now let me call the again employee one dot and calculate salary. Okay, so now you see this is the abstract method. Keep in mind. Okay, this is abstract method. So this abstract method just concentrate at the runtime. What will be the instance of the employee one? So as of now, I mean reference. So as of now, again, I'm going to mouse over to the employee one. It is referring to the employee. Okay. So now I'm putting the breakpoint line number 64. Okay, and 70. Anywhere if you want to put the breakpoint line number 64, it's fine. So now let's the startup object for this runtime class. Now let's start the program. Okay, so when I'm going coming to the calculate salary, you see that anyway, when I'm going to move over to the employee one, now you see the employee one reference, that is the permanent employee. And moreover, now calculate salary, you see that calculate salary here, which is referred to the employee one. This employee one, nothing but permanent employee. Okay, so now what is that at runtime? Okay, while debugging, you see that while I'm doing the debugging, runtime, that whatever the employee one, this employee one referred to the permanent employee. Okay, not the employee, not employee. Okay, so this is exactly the runtime polymorphism. So the behavior of the calculate salary here, which is referred by the permanent employee. Okay, so once I'm going to do the F11, now if it's navigating to the the method which is under the derived class, not the calculate salary under the abstract class. Okay, this is the runtime polymorphism. So again, if you execute this and that calculate salary, whatever, if you want to keep that, you can store that whatever the calculate salary I got it, you can store that into that variable. Okay, so now let me take the var something salary one. Okay, like this. So whatever I got the amount of the salary of the permanent employee, I can store it to here. Okay, same way you can design the for the contract employees also. So I'm going to take the contract employee now again. So let's say contract employee, here I'll say employee 2, name Bob, kind of that. Here 160 and here 140 hours, kind of that. Here employee 2, here employee 2, employee 2. And let me call the employee to this display details. Here also let me call with the employee to, here also employee to. So all I have designed with the employee to only here again. And now here employee to here, which is referred. Okay, so which is referred from the employee. Okay, as of now you can see again compile time employee to, which is referred by the employee. Now but at the runtime, the employee to will be take the reference of the contract employee. Okay, and then we are going to calculate the salary from the override method of the contract employee here. Okay, so now we have taken the example of the abstract class as the base class, and then we have implemented the override methods from the abstract methods, right, of the base class. In the next session, we will take the one normal class, and then the way how we apply the virtual methods in the normal class. So that normal class we will take as a base class, and then we will take that reference of that base class into the derived class. Then we will implement the runtime polymorphism.